Hello, I'm Yasharala. It's your brother Dawah Dow from GMS Tampa Bay 07, coming at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions. All right, I'm going to get into this quick lesson. We're going to read through the book of, through Habakkuk, the first chapter, all right? This is dealing with, more Esau, exposing him to the scriptures, With that, we're going to just go ahead and jump into it. Like I said, we're going to read through the first chapter of Habakkuk. It's 17 verses, all right? And like I said, it's just giving a backdrop of Esau, all right? It says, Habakkuk 1:1, the burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see. O Yahweh, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. Okay? And so, I could go into a precept with that. Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. Con. I'm going to start at, this is Deuteronomy 32:15. But judgment wax fat and kicked, thou art waxen fat, thou art grown thick, thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook the power which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation. That's a cold line. You lightly esteem. You pissed off the Most High. You pissed off your Creator. This is talking about the children of Israel. They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods, and abominations provoked they him to anger. They sacrificed unto devils, not unto God, to gods whom they knew not, to new gods that came up newly, whom their fathers feared not. Of the rock that begot thee thou art unmindful, and hast forgotten the power that formed thee. And when Yahweh saw it, he abhorred them because of the provoking of his sons and his daughters. And he said, I will hide my face from them. Okay, this is what Habakkuk was talking about. He said, I will hide my face from them, and will see what their end shall be. For they are a very forward generation, children of whom there is no faith. Okay, so the Most High said he was going to hide his face from us, all right? So it says in Habakkuk 1:2, it says, O Yahweh, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? So the Most High said, I'm going to hide my face from thee. Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. Why does thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that rise up strife and contention. Okay? Basically, you read Deuteronomy, 28 verse 15, down to 64. They're reading Deuteronomy 32, Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth, for the wicked compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. So basically Habakkuk is saying, like, look, yeah, we fucked up. But look at Esau. This nigga is running rampant on the earth right now, And it says, therefore the law is slack, okay? There's room in the law. You can move around certain things, and judgment never goes forth. Yeah, like, you see all these sodomites walking around, and Sodom and Gomorrah rain, hellfire didn't come down. But see, this is, it's tarrying, It says, behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days which you will not believe, though it be told unto you. Yeah, so the Most High saying, like, look, man, I'm going to raise you back up, I can't believe, I can't remember where it was at. It might be Deuteronomy 32, where, basically, when you read that, I think it's called a Song of Moses, They're going to ask, our people going to ask, when they first start waking up, why are black people so fucked up? Why are we going to slavery? Why are all of these, what's wrong with us, Then when you read in the scriptures, it tells you, like, this is what happened, This is why you went off. This is what happened. Well, you went off, and these are the consequences, It says, behold ye among the heathen. Okay, that's us right now, because we was scattered in the four corners of the earth. And regard and regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days which you will not believe, though it be told unto you. Yeah, we're going to get salvation. For I will raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land and possess the dwelling places that is not theirs. Okay, well, hold on. Let me, Salakia, because I just misspoke. In verse 5, it's talking about us going off, all right? Now, when you read in Deuteronomy 28 and 15 on down, it's the curses if we didn't hearken to the Most High, all right? He told it to us, but we didn't believe it. So this is what's going on. It says, for I will raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. All right, and you see that here in America. That's what happened when the Edomites came over here. They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves. Okay? Their horses are swifter than the leopard. They are more fierce than the evening wolves, and their horsemen shall spread themselves. So this is going into like they fighting power, military might. Then it also says their horsemen shall spread themselves, and their horsemen shall come from far. They shall fly as the eagle that hastens to eat. And you see nowadays with America and their military, you know, it's the world's largest military now, because you see how many bases we got in other nations, you know. We all over the place. They shall spread themselves, and their horsemen shall spread themselves, and their horsemen shall come from far. They shall fly as the eagle that hastens to eat. You know, swifter than the eagle, you know. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. You know, in Obadiah it's all talking about Esau, you know, the characteristics of them. They shall, verse 9, they shall come all for violence. Okay, Esau came over here for violence, just to kill, destroy, roughly paraphrasing, I forgot how it says, but the thief come but to kill, to steal, and destroy, you know, and death and hell follow them. Talking about Esau. These are all characteristics of Esau, all right? It says, they shall come all for violence, their faces shall sup up as the east wind, and they shall gather the captivity as the sand. And you read that in Joel 3 and 6. You have sold, you know, the Africans. You have sold Judah unto the Grecians, the Grecians are the Edomites. All right. And they shall scoff at kings, and princes shall be a scorn unto them. They shall derive every stronghold, for they shall heap dust and take it. Then shall his mind change, and he shall pass over and offend, imputing his power unto his God. Yeah, so basically Esau coming to fuck us up, but then now he got his own little shit going off now, you know. Now he think he about to try to exalt himself above God, you know. Art thou not from everlasting, O Yahweh, my power, my Holy One? We shall not die, O Yahweh, thou hast ordained them for judgment. And, O mighty power, thou hast established them for correction. So Esau ain't gonna, his days and his numbers, his days are numbered, you know, and there's a boundary set that he cannot pass over, you know. Thou art of pure eyes than to behold evil. Thou cannot look on iniquity. Okay, and now you hear about that in Christianity and stuff like that, but talk about the Most High can't see evil or nothing like that. But the fact of the matter is like, you know, how to say, like Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the people living around and all that. Now, if Lot was vexed and he was an upright man, you know, upright in comparison to what? On whose standards? The Most High standards, right? So if Lot was righteous, upright, and was vexed with all that, how much more did the Most High feel? Now, you got the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, and the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. He's seeing this wickedness go on forever and ever. He didn't create this world to be like this. So he ain't like, nah, I'm not going to sit here and take this. I'm not going to let my creation go off like that. Bro, I'll fix this shit. I got the power to do that shit. Esau, you about to get eradicated, you know? It says, thou art of pure eyes than to behold evil, and cannot look upon iniquity. Wherefore lookest thou upon them that deal treacherously, and holdest thy tongue when the wicked devoureth the man that is more righteous than he? Yeah, so it's basically saying like, yo, why are you, why do you let these things happen? You know, why are you tarrying with these things, you know? And make his men as fish of the sea, and as creeping things that have no rule over them. They take up all of them with the angle, and catch them in the net, and they gather them in their drag. Therefore they rejoice and are glad. Okay, it's basically Habakkuk crying out. It's like, yo, man, look at all this wickedness, man. These motherfuckers over here, like, they set all these snares and traps for us, you know? They put us in these fucked up ass neighborhoods with no resources, and then bring drugs and guns into our neighborhood and lock us up for all that stuff, and then get free slave labor out of us. They set these snares and traps for us, you know? Therefore they sacrifice unto their net and burn incense unto their drag, because by them their portion is fat and their meat is plenteous. You know, like the scriptures say, how does it go? This is, whose oppressors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Say, blessed be the Lord. You know, roughly paraphrasing, you know, I think I might have merged two different scriptures, but nevertheless, you know, this is Esau, you know, talking about, you know, he didn't came up because, you know, their own shepherds pity them not, you know. Like, basically, look, we didn't do nothing wrong. Y'all motherfuckers supposed to be up under us, you know. The Most High set us up on top, you know. It says, therefore they sacrifice unto their net and burn incense unto their drag, because by them their portion is fat and their meat is plenteous. Yeah, and they also going into their own wits and their own knowledge. Yeah, because our own might, not our knowledge and our computers and this and that, we have dominion over everything, you know, because of our spells and our witchcraft. We done made Jake docile, and we done created niggas. They don't even want to be nothing else but niggas. You know what I'm saying? Shall they therefore empty their net and not spare it continually to slay the nations? You know, and this is the question that Habakkuk is asking. Like, you know, how long are they going to go on, you know? How long are they going to continue going on in this here wickedness, you know? But like we learn through the scriptures by reading, like, yo, though it tarry, wait for it, you know? This is the patience and the faith of the saints. The wicked's not going to go unpunished, you know? He's going to get his judgment, you know? We read about this throughout the whole scriptures, you know? And, you know, I can go into some scriptures. I love these two scriptures. I'm going to just grab one of them real quick. This is in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 25, verse 12. It says, thus saith Yahweh power, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them, like we was just reading Habakkuk crying out about, you know. And again, Habakkuk is in the right spirit, because when we read over here in Ezekiel 9 and 4, it says, go to the highways and the byways and set a mark upon them that sigh and cry for the abominations thereof. And Habakkuk was the example that we should be learning from, you know. Things written 4 times, written for our understanding. So that was what Habakkuk was doing. And he was complaining about this here, you know. And this is what the Most High is going to do to Esau. This is his future, all right? You know, Habakkuk was saying, how come this judgment ain't came down on his ass yet? Why is it taking so long? How long, O Lord? You know, he's crying out and hastening the day. Ezekiel 25 and 12 again, it says, thus saith Yahweh power, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore thus saith Yahweh power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do unto Edom according to my anger, and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh power. So Esau gonna know, you know, all this tarrying and waiting, and he thinking that, you know, there ain't no God because he ain't got no judgment. You know, the fool has said in his heart there is no God, because basically his judgment ain't came down upon his head speedily, you know. So he keep pushing it to the max, you know, but he gonna get it one day, you know. And like the scriptures say, he gonna render recompense. It says, verse 14, Ezekiel 25:14, and I will lay vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. Okay, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh power. Okay, reading at the top of 14 again, it says, I will lay vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. All right, now when you go into the book of Jeremiah, go to Jeremiah 51 and go down to verse 20. Okay, we just read that the Most High was going to lay vengeance upon Edom by the hand of his people. This is Jeremiah 51 and 20. It says, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee I will break in pieces the nations, and with thee I will destroy kingdoms. And with thee I will break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee I will break in pieces the chariot and his rider, and with thee I will break in pieces man and woman, and with thee I will break in pieces old and young, and with thee I will break in pieces the young man and the maid. And I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherds and his flock, and with thee I will break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee I will break in pieces captains and rulers. and I will render unto Babylon and all the inhabitants of Chaldea and all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith Yahweh. Okay? Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith Yahweh, which destroyeth all the earth, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and I will roll thee down from the rocks, and I will make thee a burnt mountain. All right? You know, and these scriptures, I mean, they just line all the way up, you know. So we read in Habakkuk how Habakkuk was asking, how long, O Lord, was this happen, you know? But Esau gonna get his judgment, you know. Though it tarry, wait for it, all right? And we just read how the Most High said he was gonna bring judgment on Edom by the hand of his people, and he also said he was gonna roll them down the rock, right? It's Obadiah 1:3. The pride of thy heart has deceived thee. Yeah, you think I'm gonna be a queen forever? I shall not be a widow nor see a loss of children, you know. But in 1 hour you're gonna see all these things, roughly paraphrasing. All right. The pride of thy heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. See, Esau, Caucasian, cave dweller. You come from the Caucasus Mountains. You the only motherfucker that's ever lived in a cave like that. You know, the only people named as cave people. The Most High is calling you these cave people here. Okay. Says, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. Yeah, you live in the same fucking shit nowadays. You know, you live in these big-ass cement concrete skyscrapers, all right? Look up Mount Petra, which is also known is it Mount Seir? Or I think it was Mount Seir. Yeah, but look up what modern day is called Mount Petra, and it looks basically like the Supreme Court building, the White House, and all those things. The structure is exactly the same, all right? Same people. But the point I wanted to get was, it says, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Yeah, he said in his heart, who's going to bring him down to the ground, but he lived up high up in these rocks. But the Most High said, look, I'm going to bring you down, I'm going to roll your ass down them rocks, bruh. So Esau got a judgment coming to him, you know. Though thou dig into the pits of hell, I'm going to bring you down, you know. You mount up to the heavens, yo, I'm going to still bring your ass down, you know. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. You know, I just wanted to touch on that about, you know, Esau and some more of his characteristics, you know what I'm saying? But Esau going to get his judgment, you know? And it ain't, and no questions asked. Esau going to get his judgment, you know? Just like the scriptures say, not one dot or not one tittle going to pass. Heaven and earth will pass away before these words will pass away. Esau ass is going to be exterminated, you know? He's going to have to pay for all the things he did, you know? And you want to make sure that you came up out of Babylon, you know, and don't be joining yourself under Egypt, because though hand join in hand, the wicked ain't going to go unpunished. You don't want to be caught up with his shit either, you know? You want to be far away from him. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. Say, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Waha Rakar Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you out there pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions. Stay strong. Shalom.